Hello, fellow Americans. I'm Al Reason, the voice of reason on this Monday, July 12, 2010, day 84 of Obama's Gulf disaster. As has been reported, 3 days after the Deepwater Horizon accident, the Dutch government offered advanced skimming equipment capable of sucking up oily water, separating out most of the oil, and returning the cleaner water to the Gulf. But citing discharge regulations that demand that 99.9985% of the returned water is oil-free, the EPA initially turned down the offer. It has now been reported that a month into the crisis, the EPA backed off of these regulations, but the ships were not sent to the Gulf. Instead, the Dutch equipment was airlifted to the Gulf. This is probably because under the Jones Act, foreign crews could not operate ships. Therefore, the equipment was placed on American ships to operate out of the Gulf. The U.S. Coast Guard has reported that about 550 skimming vessels of various sizes are available in the Gulf by early July, compared with 10 large skimmers available in early June. The A well is still not working on the spill. It is still undergoing testing. There was high seas earlier in the month, which did delay the testing. Remember, about 10% of the American gross national product comes out of the Gulf, with oil income being about 5 times the amount obtained from fishing. Tourism is another matter, but that income will most likely move to other areas of the U.S. That does not help the people in the Gulf, but from an economic standpoint, it is probably somewhat neutral. The oil from the Gulf supplies 6 to 8% of our total oil usage, depending upon the data source and whether Texas is included. The 6-month moratorium has been defeated twice in court, but the Obama administration is still pursuing it. One can understand that in this environment, the oil companies might not be willing to drill again without a certainty that they will not be shut down. It is too risky to invest the large sums necessary to sustain such operations and then possibly to have them stopped by a reversal of the Thursday, July 8th Court of Appeals decision. The day before the Deepwater Horizon disaster, April 19th, there were 42 rigs operating in the Gulf according to the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, Regulation and Enforcement, BOEM, the reorganized Minerals Management Service, MMS, and this was reported on June 29th. As of the end of the week of June 25th, there were 19 rigs active in the Gulf, down from the 42. So where are those not active now, and will they ever return regardless of the outcome of the court battle in the 6-month moratorium? On July 9th, even while the moratorium had just gone down in defeat for the second time, the Houston Chronicle reported that Diamond Offshore announced that its Ocean Endeavor drilling rig will leave the Gulf of Mexico and move to Egyptian waters immediately, making it the first to abandon the United States in the wake of the BP oil spill and a ban on deepwater drilling. At least 2 more rigs may depart shortly. None of this improves the economic outlook for our country. So until the next time, this is Al Reason, the voice of reason.